Hello friends, welcome to a new lecture today. In this we are going to discuss about the figure 8.46 in the Gray's Anatomy Students Edition for Images section for PG entrance examination. So in this picture shows the scalp and the meninges. So first we will go to the scalp. Okay, so in the scalp if you see there is skin which is present. The topmost layer of the scalp is covered by the skin. Below the skin we have connective tissue layer. The skin consists of hair follicles and hair, and in the connective tissue layer we have the neurovascular bundles, that is major nerves and vessels of the scalp are seen here in the connective tissue. Below the connective tissue we have aponeurosis. This aponeurosis is formed by the fibers of frontalis fibers anteriorly and occipitalis fibers posteriorly of fronto-occipitalis muscle. That will both these fibers combine to form aponeurosis, which is the tough structure of the skull. And below this aponeurosis we have the periosteum, which will connect the skull bone to the aponeurosis. Okay, this loose connective tissue layer which is present here, it is the danger area, because whenever there is scalp separation, scalp injuries, this is the layer in which the separation occurs, and because this is highly vascular, there is increased chances of infection through this layer. Okay, so there are some emissary veins also which will connect the veins which are present in the connective tissue with the superior sagittal sinus. In the skull we have veins which are present in the skull are called as diploic veins, which will also drain into superior sagittal suture. So this is the below the scalp. This is the structure which is showing the difference between the subdural hematoma and the extradural hematoma. See, this is the dura mater. So you can see this membrane here. This is the dura mater. Okay, this is the arachnoid mater. This is the pia mater. Above the dura mater, that is between the dura mater and the skull, the space here, whenever there is a fracture, this fracture can rupture the middle meningeal artery. Once the middle meningeal artery is ruptured, the blood from the middle meningeal artery seeps between the skull and the dura mater, thus resulting in this extradural hematoma. So this extradural hematoma does not cross the suture lines. Okay, this is the suture line, it does not cross the suture lines. Whereas if you see the subdural hematoma, this is present between the subarachnoid space and the dura mater. Here this is the dura mater, this is the subarachnoid space. So subdural hematoma is present between the subarachnoid space and the dura mater. And this subdural hematoma is mainly formed due to the rupture of bridging veins or the emissary veins, which will mainly the bridging veins which will connect the loose connective tissue into the sinuses. Okay, that is subdural hematoma. If you see this is the ventricles. Okay, then if we come down here, this sinus which you can see here is called as cavernous sinus. So this cavernous sinus is on either side of the pituitary gland. So in this cavernous sinus, in the middle of the cavernous sinus, internal carotid artery and abducent nerve passes through the middle of the cavernous sinus. Then through the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, third, fourth, Fifth, part 1, that is ophthalmic and maxillary nerves, passes through the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus. Above the cavernous sinus, here you can see the optic tracts. Okay, this is the anterior cerebral artery which is seen. Here, rupture of this anterior cerebral artery can lead to the aneurysm. Okay, rupture of this anterior cerebral artery can lead to the subarachnoid hemorrhage, where the blood in the subarachnoid hemorrhage is present between the pia mater and the arachnoid membrane. So these are the scalp and meninges which differentiates the extradural hematoma which is present between the skull and the dura mater, and subdural hematoma which is present between the dura mater and the arachnoid membrane, and subarachnoid hemorrhage which is present between the arachnoid mater and the pia mater. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.